the best quiche recipe ever. A delicious classic you'll love. Welcome, foodies. Today, we're diving into the world of comfort food classics and making the best quiche recipe ever. Whether you're hosting a weekend brunch, craving a satisfying dinner, or meal prepping for the week ahead, this recipe will quickly become a staple in your kitchen. We're talking about a rich, creamy filling with a buttery, flaky crust that's so good, it might just steal the show at your table. Inspired by the timeless quiche Lorraine, this dish is packed with smoky bacon, nutty Gruyere cheese, and a luscious custard. First things first, what makes this quiche a must-try? It's because it achieved that perfect balance of textures and flavors, the creaminess of the custard. So whether it's a relaxing Sunday morning treat or a reliable crowd pleaser for your next gathering, this quiche does not disappoint. And guess what? It's surprisingly easy to make. Let's dive into the step-by-step process. Before we jump into the steps, let's quickly run through the key ingredients you'll need. For the crust, all-purpose flour, unsalted butter, cold and cubed, a pinch of salt for the custard filling, ice-cold water, eggs, the creamy stars of the show, heavy cream and milk, and for that perfect custard consistency, don't forget your salt and pepper with a pinch of nutmeg for seasoning. For the quiche base, smoky, crispy bacon, freshly grated Gruyere cheese. You can also prep any add-ins if you want to mix things up, like sautéed vegetables, cooked sausage, or fresh herbs. Now, let's start with the crust. A great quiche begins with the crust. It's the foundation of everything. Don't worry, making it from scratch is easier than you think. Start by combining your all-purpose flour, a pinch of salt, and cold cubed butter in a mixing bowl. Use a pastry cutter or your fingertips if you're feeling hands-on to work the butter into the flour until the mixture resembles breadcrumbs. Next, slowly drizzle in ice-cold water, 1 tablespoon at a time, gently mixing until the dough just comes together. Wrap it up in plastic, pop it in the fridge, and let it chill for about 30 minutes. Trust me, this step is worth it for that signature flakiness. After chilling, roll out your dough on a floured surface until it's about an inch larger than your tart pan. Carefully transfer it into the pan, pressing it into the sides and trimming any excess. Pro tip: if it tears, don't panic. Just patch it with extra dough. Now, it is time to blind bake. Cover the crust with parchment paper, fill it with pie weights or dried beans if you do not have weights, and bake it at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 195 degrees Celsius, for about 15 minutes. This ensures your crust stays crisp and avoids the dreaded soggy bottom. Once done, let it cool slightly while we move on to the filling. The custard is the heart of your quiche, giving it that creamy, luxurious texture. Crack your eggs into a mixing bowl and whisk them together with the heavy cream and milk. Add salt, freshly ground pepper, and a tiny pinch of nutmeg, which adds a wonderful, subtle warmth to the dish. Set the mixture aside. We'll pour it in later. The next layer of flavor comes from bacon. Heat a skillet over medium heat and cook your bacon until it's crispy and golden brown. Once cooked, transfer it to a paper towel to soak up excess grease, then chop it into bite-sized pieces. This will add a savory crunch to every bite. No quiche is complete without cheese, and Gruyere shines here with its nutty, slightly sweet flavor. Grate about a cup or more if you're feeling indulgent. Prefer a twist? Then swap it for cheddar, Swiss, or goat cheese. Start by evenly distributing your chopped bacon and grated Gruyere cheese in the blind-baked crust. Then carefully pour your custard mixture over the top, making sure it fills the crust without overflowing. Use a spatula to gently spread everything out, ensuring the filling is evenly distributed. Place your assembled quiche in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Fahrenheit Celsius, and bake for about 35 to 40 minutes. You'll know it's ready when the custard is set, but still slightly jiggly in the center, and the crust is golden and crisp. Once out of the oven, resist the urge to cut into it right away. Letting the quiche cool for at least 15 minutes helps the custard set fully, giving you those neat, beautiful slices. Now that your quiche is ready, it's time to show it off. Slice it up and plate it with a simple mixed green salad or fresh fruit for a complete meal. You can also serve it with a side of crusty bread or roasted vegetables for an even heartier option. One of the best things about quiche is its versatility. Want to mix it up? Try some of these ideas. Add sautéed spinach, mushrooms, or caramelized onions for an earthy twist. Swap out the bacon for ham, sausage, or even smoked salmon. Experiment with cheeses like feta, goat cheese, or cheddar. With endless possibilities, you can truly make this dish your own. If you are fortunate enough to have leftovers, they store beautifully in the refrigerator for up to 5 days. Simply cover them tightly or transfer them to an airtight container. To reheat, place a slice in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes, and it will taste just as fresh as the day you made it. This is also an excellent dish to freeze. This quiche is everything good food should be: delicious, impressive, and comforting. I know you're going to love it as much as I do. If you enjoyed this recipe as much as I enjoyed making it, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more delicious recipes and share your quiche making journey in the comments below. What toppings did you try? How did it turn out? Happy cooking! Until next time, keep experimenting, keep savoring, and stay passionate about great food. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more delicious recipes and inspiration. See you in the next video, and most importantly, enjoy every moment. And now, love your life.